but this is starting to kind of sound like a thriller. Living in a house so cursed that the pet fish launches itself out of its own tank rather than stay. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Shalita here. I have been having major FOMO, like full on out FOMO. I'm tired of seeing these like Dollar Tree hauls and Ollie hauls and thrift store hauls. I want to have one of those hauls too. I want to find some discounted books. Hey, I deserve a discount. So that's the game plan for today. I have two things I need to do today. So I'm here at Dollar Tree. I came out to like the nice end of town, hoping that, there's a good selection. First of all, I'm convinced that the people on the nice end of town don't work, because y'all, this shopping center is like sold out. Like it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Why is it so busy here? And I get it, it's like holiday time, so maybe that's what it is. But my God. And then there was this person sitting right next to me, still in their car. They've been in their car for a hot minute. Go on. Are you literally like meddling? And then there's a lady like in front of me too, who's like probably filming me, but I don't care. I don't care, because my car. So anyway, we're at Dollar Tree. I gotta go in Dollar Tree. She don't put me in a bad mood. I'm in Dollar Tree. We're gonna try to find us some cheap books. Okay. And then I need to go to TJ Maxx because I'm going to a little something this weekend, and I need an outfit or a top or something, because baby, the perimenopausal pooch, she's got me over here fighting for my life. So, and we might look at the books over there too. So yeah, let's look for books in Dollar Tree, and then I might take you guys in TJ Maxx too. I don't know, I'm serious, you guys, it is like super busy right now. So we'll just see what we see. All right, remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around, have a good time, and let's go see what we can find. The book section is being ran through like a hooker on 18th Street. Y'all seen those videos of the dog where the person does the voiceovers for the dogs, and they're like, "Stop playing with my time." Truth that kills you. So this sounds like a thriller. Sarah Zettel. I might have found something promising. The cover looks good. And let's see. Hold this at a distance. So, Life and Other Love Songs by Anissa Gray. I feel like I've heard of this author, but I could be lying to myself. Let's see, just a couple of blurbs on the back. It says, cleverly structured and emotionally precise, a powerhouse ballad about a family whose history, shared and individual, will pierce straight to the heart. With empathy and insight, Anissa Gray writes an expertly crafted family drama perfect for fans of Celeste. NG. So, I do love me a book about family drama. Especially after reading This Motherless Land, that was pretty good. Chock full of family drama. So this could be good. Not a whole lot of options, but I am finding some. So I found a couple. We're definitely gonna have to like hit up TJ Maxx's book section just to see. But this, Yeah, this is a little. This why y'all probably y'all going up in your Dollar Tree and stocking them yourselves. Stop lying to me. I ain't never. I thought, man, this is a better location. You know what? There's another Dollar Tree in this area. I think I'm gonna go there too. We're gonna go there. I think it might even be bigger than this one. And see what, cause I'm not about to. Y'all not about to play in my face like this. After the incident at Goodwill, I'm like, there's just gotta be. Y'all can't keep doing me like this. All right, I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx after this. I think there's a couple here that I am gonna pick up, and you know, I'll show you what I get, and we'll discuss them later. All right. All right. So, Dollar Tree was slightly a bust. I did find a couple. But we're gonna head to TJ Maxx now. See what we find. Let's see if we find any in TJ Maxx.
Didn't happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back. It's time to move on to bigger things. Can't live in the past. Moving on to future me. I wonder who she will be. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be.
There is a Dollar Tree. Not that far from here. Maybe about 10 minutes from this one. So, we're gonna hustle ourselves over there and see if that Dollar Tree is any better. Cause y'all kind of crooked. Just roll with your girl. We're gonna go to that one and see if that is any better. It was so TJ Maxx. I got what I did go in there for. I didn't necessarily go in there for books. Dollar Tree was Dollar Tree was the primary assignment for the books. But TJ Maxx, I needed to go to find something to wear for this little shindig on Sunday. So I did find something, but and I got me some mugs because I'm just like, look, if I'm not gonna get my books, I gotta walk out of here with something book related. So I did get me some cute little mugs. But we're gonna roll down here to this Dollar Tree, see if it's any better. I'm gonna need for you hosts, stay up at the book section, save some for me. I mean, what? They done had an accident. My God, go.
It's meant to be scary at first when you change, but it's better than being stuck here in your ways. Comfortable, ain't that comfortable no more. Don't wanna go back to how it was before. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was.
Okay, so this one sounds good. This is A Secret About a Secret by Peter Spiegelman. Okay, so it's like it's like a murder mystery, sci-fi thriller about a murder at a research facility. So, sounds good. I feel like I don't have enough thrillers. I definitely don't think I have any like sci-fi thrillers, but I definitely don't think I have enough thrillers on my shelf. So this could be a nice addition to that. So this is an option. I've grabbed a couple already. I keep feeling like I thought somebody was behind me, but it's not. But let me just give you another peek at it. I mean, already, not just do they have like a better selection than that other Dollar Tree, they actually, I don't know, it's kind of like neater over here. What they do have is like really organized. So that helps too. So yeah, possibly some good gems here. So I think I like the look of this. Like the spine is intriguing me, but it's red. Oh well, that doesn't sound that intriguing. I don't see any like titles that I'm familiar with, which ain't a problem, but I don't see any yeah, so some thrillers. I did see fiction too. Yeah, that's non-fiction. Not interested. Not interested in that. Oh, you don't. I want to be one of those one day. You told me what I know now. Be a freaking kid forever. So I was starting to think that this sounded like a coming of age fiction, but this is starting to kind of sound like a thriller. So it's about this girl who basically like starts she's a young woman, probably late 20s, early 20s. She forms this relationship with this older woman, and then she starts like lying about it to her friends, and but it says like, I don't know, the lady that she's staying with like has some dark secrets, things hidden. So it sounds like a coming of age thriller. I don't know, sounds good though. Okay. Let's see. I mean, when you think about how expensive hardbacks are, it is kind of baffling that you can find hardbacks for $1.50. Like, that's insane. I literally put a book back at Barnes because it was like $40. It was hardback. I was like, absolutely not. I can't do it. I cannot justify spending $40 on a book, especially by an author that I didn't even know. So this one sounds like this is a crime thriller. You've got a detective, you've got the cartel, you've got a baby being abandoned or left in the care of this detective. You've got a villain called the Knife. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Of course, the only book that I find by an author that I recognize is book 2 of the series. So, yeah. I mean, I could always get it and then pick up book 1. Nah. That's insane. That's insane, right? Getting book 2 to read book 1. I mean, I've done that before, but I can't even read. If I read the synopsis, then I'm gonna know what happened in book 1. Definitely can't do that. Color me impressed. The mission was a success. Ooh, bars. So yes, it would appear the mission was successful. We did walk away with some books, guys. Finally welcome me to the Dollar Tree Haul Club. Okay, no more FOMO for me. I still need a successful trip to the thrift store, but I'm not mad at this. While TJ Maxx was not hitting for the books, you know, your girl had to get a couple little mugs. I will show you the mugs that we got. So yeah, let's check out this Dollar Tree haul. Let's see what we picked up. All right, so let's go through our Dollar Tree haul. So, okay. So in the first Dollar Tree, the selection was very, like, it was bad. I mean, y'all saw it. I did film that, didn't I? I did. I didn't film it for the gram, but I filmed it for you guys. Yeah, the first Dollar Tree was just awful. It was disorganized, it was chaotic, there wasn't much of a selection. That being said, I did pick up a few from that location. Honestly, y'all, I'm 100%, I spent more than I intended to. But I don't know. You know, books. I mean, they're $1.25. I mean, how could you say no? I got 5 books from the first Dollar Tree. Right? Roll with me here. So let's see what we got. All right. So the first one, this one sounds like a thriller. A Mother's Lie by, who is this by? Sarah Zettel. Never heard of this author, never read anything about this author. But yeah, I mean, clearly it's definitely giving thriller, a mother's lie, and it says it's the truth that kills you. We have a mother-daughter duo. Beth is our mom, and then we have Dana, her daughter. So Beth is this, or what it sounds like on the back, Beth is this like, almost like a doomsday prepper. She is this overprotective, overbearing mother. Got that location sharing on that phone, has to know where her daughter is every minute of the day. Just really overprotective. And Dana is like, yo, I really wish I had a normal family. I wish mom would loosen the reins a little bit. And then something happens. Sounds like Dana might get kidnapped. Dana's in danger, and then Beth has got to tap into her old lifestyle to get her baby girl back. So, secrets and lies, right? So clearly Beth has a past that her daughter doesn't know about, and that past is going to come back to haunt her. And, you know, sins of the mother fall on the daughter, right? So this sounds good. Let's see, this one is The Secret Next Door by Rebecca Taylor. Okay, so this one follows, sounds like we get multiple characters in this, but sounds like our primary character is Allison Tisdale. So Allison sounds like she, you know, grew up poor, dirt poor, pulled herself up by her bootstraps, and she's a mom now. And she's trying to give her child the life that she didn't have. So she moves to this very affluent neighborhood. Then we got another mom named Bonnie. And so Bonnie's one of those, I mean, she clearly, you know, she's the country club type. She belongs in this neighborhood. Her family has it all, you know, success and whatnot. Tensions are gonna rise in this one. We've heard of that show, you know, like Deadly Neighbors and stuff like that on ID. Sounds like there might be a little bit of this going on, a little bit of a murder mystery. There is a 13-year-old boy's body that's found in one of the properties in this little quiet, idyllic subdivision. And says tensions are gonna rise and ratchet up. Secrets, lies, tension, you know. So, sounds like another good thriller. Y'all, I was just excited to find books. So, you know, I think I was more or less like looking at the covers. I don't even think I read a whole lot of the back. I think I read the backs of some of these, but other than that, I was just like, ooh, we got books. Ooh, these look good. Ooh, it's not a puzzle book. So, because that's all I really saw in this first one. I'm like, look, don't get me wrong. I know that we need to, you know, exercise this noggin, but get these puzzle books out of here. Where are the real books? So the next book is The Second Chance Hotel by Sierra Godfrey. So, I mean, the cover got me. I mean, this looks almost like a painting, right? It sounds like a coming of age story, or maybe it's a story about a woman's, who's had a rough life and she's making, I don't know. Let's look at the back. Okay, so our main character is Amelia, right? Amelia's got a messy life. Terrible ex-boyfriend. Oh, she gets fired from her job. Dang, girl. So she runs away from it all. I don't blame her. Shitty ex-boyfriend, get fired. She's living with her narcissistic mother. Yeah, girl, go ahead and take that sabbatical. Go ahead. We understand. Oh, so she travels to Europe. She's traveling around Europe for 3 months. And then she settles on a small Greek island to reset her life and figure out what's next. Girl, that sounds like a dream. That sounds like a dream. What else we got here? She gets, whoa. Hold on now, back it up. It says, after traveling around Europe for 3 months, she settles on a small Greek island to reset her life and figure out what's next. But after too much Retsina, I don't know what that means, but look that up. After too much Retsina, she gets tricked into marrying James, another guest at the hotel, who is perfectly nice, but perfectly boring. Girl, how do you get tricked in? Now I'm intrigued, because how did you get tricked into marrying somebody? You went to Europe to find yourself and reset your life, and somehow you get tricked into marrying a complete stranger? And you only been there 3 months? Girl. Amelia. What is you doing? This sounds good. This sounds very, this sounds like a journey of self-discovery. Yeah, this sounds interesting. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This sounds like, look, like I don't want the messy life and all, but the 3 month sabbatical in Europe, I'll take it. I mean, if you can afford to do it, baby, do it. Next we have Waiting for the Night Song by Julie Carrick Dalton. So, I don't know, the cover is it's giving fiction, but it's also giving like mystery, thriller maybe. That's a nice cover too. You know, it is wild to think that, I mean, like, look, like regular price for this is a hardcover. Regular price for this would be $26.99. And I got it for $1.25. And when was this published? Let's see. When was this published? This is just so wild to me. Let's see, when was this published? I mean, if this was published in like 1989, I'm like, okay, I get why it's only $1.25. This was published in 2020, so like 5 years ago. That's still $1.25. That's still pretty legit. This one, like I said, this sounds like some kind of thriller here, or some kind of mystery thriller. We have our main character, Katie, who is a forestry ranger. Is that what I said? Forestry researcher. Comes from some kind of small town. Katie got out of that life, got out of that small town. She's, you know, she ran from her troubles, ran from her problems. There's some secrets buried in this town that she's come from, that she's run away from. But as we all know, sometimes our past has a tendency to come back and haunt us. So somehow Katie gets called back to this little small town where she links up with one of her old friends who also knows about this deep, dark secret that Katie would love to remain buried. So, sounds like we're on a ride. Look, I don't know what it is about like thrillers and mysteries, but there's always like some secrets and lies and deceptions and things that people don't want known. You know, it's always secrets and lies. Always. All right. Oh, shoot, I got more than I thought. Did I get 6? I actually got 6 there. Oops. Guess who can't count? Me. All right, the next one, and I think I've heard of this author. I have heard of this author. I gotta think of what else she's written. Let me look her up real quick. Okay. Oh, she is a senior editor at CNN. Okay, girl. And you're an author, period. Okay, so she's written 2 books. So this one and then another one. And another one. All right, cool. All right, so this one is Life and Other Love Songs by Anissa Gray. A novel. So, is this... Look, there's nothing wrong with it, with nonfiction, or an autobiography, but that's just not my jam. So please tell me that's not what this is. Regular price, $27. Guess who got it for $1.25? Me. So, okay, little blurb here. It says, a father's sudden disappearance exposes the private fears, dreams, and joys of a Black American family in the late decades of the 20th century. And this page-turning and intimate new novel from the author of The Care and Feeding of Ravenously Hungry Girls. Even that title sounds good. Oh, let's write it down. What's it about? Oh, well, I'll tell y'all, secrets and lies. Secrets and lies. And we're gonna get some time jumps. So you know what? This is giving me what was that? What was that book? There was an Apple TV series based on the book. Was it I think it was like The Lies You Told Me, or y'all know what I'm talking about. The Apple TV series it was like a limited series with what's the girl next door, Jennifer? Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner was in it. What is that? I think it's The Lies He Told Me. This sounds like that. The last thing he told me. So this sounds like that. So we've got Orsro, who is I guess, well, maybe not even our main character, but you know, our main male character. He's getting ready. It's his 37th birthday. His family, his wife and his daughter and his family, they're planning like this big party for him, this big surprise party for him. He leaves out for work, only he never makes it to work. He falls off the face of the earth, disappears. So his family is, of course, you know, distraught. His wife is a singer who was just on the brink of, you know, her big break, but now she's, you know, she's faced with, you know, dealing with the disappearance of her husband. So she's crushed. And then it sounds like there's going to be some secrets revealed about him that makes her think, you know, who the hell did I marry? How well did I know this man? Another, I guess this is more or less giving mystery, more or less than thriller. I don't know. But sounds good. But also, like I said, it sounds similar to that series, which was based on a book, so, of the same title. So, I guess if you've read that book, maybe there's no point in reading this one. I don't know. Or maybe you might, if you like that one, you might also like this. And then the last one from there, yeah, this one is How to Wrestle a Girl. I think is this a collection of short stories? This might be a collection of short stories. It just says How to Wrestle a Girl Stories by How to Wrestle a Girl Stories by Vanita Blackburn. So this might be like a little collection of short stories. I did glance at the back of this one. I just don't remember exactly what it said it was about. Y'all, the lighting in here is shite today, and really my age is showing, because I'm like, I can't read this. What does that say? What does it say? Don't y'all laugh. Y'all will be here. If you are not yet here in your life, you gonna get here one day. Let's see, it says in biology class, a chorus of students torment a teacher to near insanity while in Bear Harvest, people sell their excess fat and skin for food processing as part of a ghoulish but satisfying tradition. Many of the stories set in California follow a teenage girl in the aftermath of her father's death and capture her sisters' and mother's encounters with men of all ages, as well as the girl's budding attraction to her best friend, Esperanza, in and out of school, attending church with her hysterically complicated family, or dominating boys in arm wrestling. She grapples with her burgeoning queerness and her emerging body. Stark and sensitive, How to Wrestle a Girl cements Vanita Blackburn's place as a trailblazing stylist whose stories with their bruises and scars come to resemble our own. Oh, okay. So this sounds good. Maybe I had it wrong. Maybe it's not a collection of short stories. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe I just need to shut the hell up and read it. And then I can find out what it's really about. So that's everything that I picked up from, from the trashy Dollar Tree. The one that didn't have much. So, have y'all read any of these? I feel like I haven't heard anybody talk about any of these books. Like, I've never heard of these books. Never even heard of these authors. But that's not just, I've only been doing BookTube for like a year now. So, have y'all read any of those? Read anything about those authors? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's move on to the next Dollar Tree haul. Now, y'all, for real, I kind of lost my mind in the second one, because I was so impressed. I was like, this is a selection. It was neater. I'm like, y'all care about not only did they stock it, well enough? But I mean, I felt like they cared about it, like it was neat. It was well taken care of. The other location was just, everything was just strewn about, and I get it. Retail is hard. But I mean, I remember, working at Target, like aesthetics was everything, at the end of the night, you're straightening up everything. Everything's got to look good. Baby, at that Dollar Tree, they were like, I don't care. I don't give a, what. That's a good chance that I'm going to give some of these away to a free little library. Just because, I kind of do want to, share the love. Especially if there's a book in here that I'm not really drawn towards. A lot of these sounded good, but do they sound good enough for me to keep? I don't know. So this one, I do remember this one sounds like a sci-fi thriller. So this one is A Secret About a Secret. Well, damn, what I say? Secrets and lies, right? So I think this one is set like in some lab or something. Oh, and did I say who it was by? Peter Spilgman? Peter Spilgman. And he's the author of Dr. Knox. Just in case you've read Dr. Knox, you might want to pick this up by him too. All right, let's see this would have cost me $28 regular price. And this has got those beveled edges. So I don't know how I feel about beveled edges. Texturally, it is weird. It gives like this old manuscript look to it, like, all right. Or like they just couldn't put the book together correctly. So this was published in 2022, so just 3 years ago. This is still a recent one. All right, it says it's an eerie, hypnotic mystery about a murder at a secluded research facility and the secrets it exposes. I mean, the moment you say research facility, something's going on there, something fishy. Clearly, there are some secrets going on there. It's on a remote coastline. Oh, they definitely don't want people to know what they're doing. On Strand House is the headquarters of the shadowy biotech firm, On Strand Biologic. Oh, they find the body of the organization's most gifted young scientist in a walk-in refrigerator. Her neck has been broken. Oh, baby. She was murdered. Mystery solved. I mean, clearly we got to find out who did it, but she was murdered. There's no question about that, right? And they call in Agent Miles to investigate. Okay. If you're going to call anybody to get the job done, you better call Agent Miles. I don't know who he is, but, call him. Ooh, he works for the most feared element of a vast state security apparatus. And he's been dispatched to the Brooding Manor, a massive stone campus that once housed a notorious boarding school, to do what Stanford Division, that's who he works for, what Stanford Division agents do best, complete the task at hand. So it sounds like, even his agency might have had a little hand in this research facility. There might be a little connection there. So, there might be a little connection there. So, can he even trust the people he works for? All right, so we got another murder mystery on our hands. We got a body in the lab, in the refrigerator. They put her on ice, broke her neck first. Sounds interesting. That sounds almost like some kind of like sci-fi movie. It really does. It's giving like sci-fi movie. Okay, this one is called Girl One by Sarah Flannery Murphy. Looking at that cover, it gives absolutely nothing away. I don't even know what I was getting myself into. Josephine Morrow is Girl One. She's the first of 9 miracle babies conceived. Oh yeah, this sounds good. This sounds good. Okay, Josephine Morrow is Girl One, the first of 9 miracle babies conceived without male DNA on an experimental commune known as the Homestead. Yo, that's wild. They made these babies without any man juice. The girls were raised in the shadow of controversy, plagued by zealots calling them aberrations and their mothers demons, until a devastating fire at the homestead claimed the lives of 3 people, leaving the survivors to scatter across the U.S. Years later, upon learning that her mother has gone missing, Josie sets off on a desperate on a desperate road trip, tracking down the only people who might help her, her estranged sisters. Girl 1 combines the provocative imagination of Naomi Alderman's The Power with the propulsive cinematic storytelling of a Marvel movie. Okay. So are these girls gonna have like superpowers too? Tracing clues her mother left behind, Josie joins forces with two of the girls and they journey back through their past, uncovering secrets about their origins and unlocking devastating abilities they never knew they had. Okay. What's up next? And this one I think I definitely didn't even read the back of it. I don't know, I just like the title of it. If I Survive You by Jonathan Escoffery. This one's like a historical fiction. It's set in the 70s. Topper and Sonia flee to Miami as political violence consumes their native Kingston. But America, as the couple and their two children learn, is far from the promised land. Excluded from society as Black immigrants, the family pushes on through Hurricane Andrew and later the 2008 recession, living in a house so cursed that the pet fish launches itself out of its own tank rather than stay. Bro, the house is so haunted that the fish said, I'm out. Goodbye. I'm gonna unalive myself. The fish jumped out of the tank. This sounds wild. Masterfully constructed with heart and humor, the linked stories in Jonathan Escoffery's If I Survive You center on Trelawney as he struggles to carve out a place for himself in financial disaster, racism, and flat out bad luck. Okay, this one is called Poison Lilies by Katie Tallow. So clearly this cover is definitely giving mystery or thriller. Yes, one of the blurbs on the back says Dark August is a tightly paced cauldron of a thriller about small town corruption, murder, and mayhem in the vein of Sharp Objects and All the Missing Girls. Ooh, let's see. After moving back to her hometown and solving her mother's murder. Damn, girl. You solved your own mama's murder? Augusta, or Gus. Augusta Monet thought she was finally settled. Content for the first time in her life. Done with digging into the past. Girl, you should have knocked on wood. But it's not to be. Cue hard reset, number whatever. When Gus makes a mistake she can't undo, she does the only thing she can. Cuts and runs. Dang, she sounds just like that other chick in that other book. Just running away from problems. Her and Amelia need to link up. Anyway, it says packs all her things in the dead of night and takes off. She lands at the Ambassador Court, an Art Deco apartment building with cheap rent in one of Ottawa's oldest neighborhoods where no one knows her. The perfect place for a fresh start. Or at least a good place to hide. She soon meets Poppy Honeywell. Girl with a name like that, you probably need to stay away from her. She soon meets Poppy Honeywell, her reclusive elderly neighbor who wanders about in a pink kimono like an aging Hollywood starlet and who happens to be a descendant of the Muchmores, one of the city's founding families. The Muchmores. They definitely sound rich. When a body emerges from an icy pond in a nearby park, Gus's growing curiosity with Poppy and her influential family suddenly takes a perilous turn with deadly consequences. Girl, mind your own damn business. See? Mind your business. The Muchmores have been hiding a treacherous secret for decades, one they are willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to keep buried. Little do they know that's just the kind of secret Gus can't resist. Gus, you about to get this poor little old lady killed. I can just see it. They literally said that they are willing to sacrifice anything and anyone. She gonna get Poppy killed. I'm realizing there wasn't a whole lot of romance there. So just mainly thrillers. And mainly hardbacks, which I guess you don't see a whole lot of romance in hardback. Mainly just thrillers. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at a bunch of thrillers because to be honest, I don't think I have a lot of thrillers on my shelf. I think I have quite a few like young adult thrillers, but I don't think I have like adult thrillers. This one's called Time's Undoing by Cheryl A. Head. So yeah, check that cover out. Intriguing, right? So this is another historical fiction. Y'all, I really enjoy historical fiction. I think I fell in love with historical fiction after I read House of Eve. Like, that was the first book I read last year. It was a 5-star read for me. Absolutely loved it. I think that I read that historical horror last year. Vampires of El Norte. Ate that up. Loved it down. And the most recent historical fiction that I read was This Motherless Land, which I absolutely, y'all saw the last video. If you didn't, watch it after this. Loved that book. But yeah, I think I really like historical fiction. We got 2 different timelines here. So we got 1929 Birmingham, and then we got 2019 Detroit. Okay. So in 1929, we have Robert Lee Harrington. Okay, so this is Robert Lee Harrington, a master carpenter, has just moved to Alabama to pursue a job opportunity, bringing along his pregnant wife and young daughter. Birmingham is in its heyday, known as the Magic City. Okay, well, we know we know there's a modern day Magic City, and that ain't why they call it that. Birmingham is in its heyday, known as the Magic City, for its booming steel industry. And while Robert and his family find much to enjoy in the city's busy markets and vibrant nightlife, it's also a stronghold for the Klan. Well, damn. I mean, I don't know how he didn't realize that. So, and with his beautiful light-skinned wife and snazzy car, Robert begins to worry that he might be drawing the wrong kind of attention. Okay, so then we got Detroit 2019. Megan McKenzie, the youngest reporter of the Detroit Free Press, has grown up hearing family lore about her great-grandfather's murder. Well, I bet we know who her great-granddaddy was. But no one knows the full story of what really happened back then, and his body was never found. Determined to find answers to her family's long-buried tragedy, and spurred by the urgency of the Black Lives Matter movement, Megan travels to Birmingham. But as her investigation begins to uncover dark secrets that spider across both the city and time, her life may be in danger. Well, of course, because clearly the people responsible for these secrets don't want them to, I don't want you digging that up. So it says this is inspired by true events. Time's Undoing is at once a passionate tale of one woman's quest for the truth behind her racially motivated trauma that has haunted her family for generations, and also as newfound friends and supporters in Birmingham rally around Megan's search, the uplifting story of a community coming together to fight for change. Ooh, this sounds like this gonna make me cry. So, if we're debating about what to keep, this is definitely a keeper. This is, when it comes down to it, this is gonna be in the keep pile. All right, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Sounds like it's, sound like I'm gonna cry. Sound like I'm gonna be really angry, and yeah, but it sounds good. Next, we have End of the Deep End. Now, this one sounds wild. This one, if this is the one I'm thinking of, this one sounds wild. Yeah, this one might be nasty. So, okay, so our main character is Julia, right? So, let me tell you about Miss Julia. Says Julia has had enough of the sex noises, but enough of the sex noises her roommate makes, enough of her dead-end government job. Girl, I don't know about the first part, but the dead-end government job, been there, boo-boo. Enough of the one-night stand who accuse her of breaking. Y'all, my kids is in here. I don't know, they in class. Enough of the one-night stand who accused her of breaking his penis. The only thing she hasn't had enough. Oh my God, this is nasty. Y'all, my kids is listening. The only thing she hasn't had enough of is orgasms. She hasn't had proper sex in 3 years. Damn! Baby, I am sorry for you. Are you okay? Are you okay? 3 years? Julia. 3 years. She hasn't had the only thing she hasn't had enough of is orgasms. She hasn't had proper sex in 3 years. Girl, there are websites for that. There are dating apps for that. Okay, so when Julia is invited to a warehouse party in a part of town where trendy people who have lots of sex go on a Friday night, damn, Julia, look, she accepted. Well, of course she did. And that night she meets someone. Gone, girl. A conceptual artist who also happens to be a woman. Girl, you better get it. Girl, let your freak flag fly, boo-boo. Julia's sexual awakening begins, and her new lesbian life is exhilarating. She finds her tribe at queer swing dancing classes, and guided by her new lover, Sam, she soon discovers She soon discovers London's gay bars, BDSM clubs. Hold on now, Julia. Slow down, baby. Ease yourself into these things. And the complexities of polyamory. Soon it becomes clear that Sam needs to call the shots, and Julia's newfound liberation comes to bear a suspicious resemblance to entrapment. Now, see, Julia, you supposed to have been toe tapping into these things. You done just dove head first into something. In at the Deep End is an unforgettable and audacious odyssey through the pitfalls and seductions we encounter on the treacherous path to love and our true selves. This is giving Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And mind you, I have never seen that movie, but this is sounding, this sounding freaky deaky. This is sounding interesting. This is sounding juicy, honey. Kate Davies studied English at Oxford University before becoming a writer and editor of children's books. Hold on, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Rewind that. Run it back. Kate Davies studied English at Oxford University before becoming a writer and editor of children's books. Katie. Kate. Can I call you Katie? Girl, how'd you get from writing children's books, from writing 1, 2, 3, hop on pop, to writing pop, pop, pop? I just need to know, how did you make that jump? I don't understand. But Katie, you better not write another children's book after writing this filth. Raina, girl, didn't you start as a children's book writer? But Raina wrote a thriller, baby. Homegirl went from children's to bang, bang, bang. All right, the next one is The Adult by Bronwyn Fisher. So, first of all, I like the cover. The cover is definitely giving like, oh, this is very introspective. This is going to be a very deep dive of a book. So, we have our main character, and it's Natalie. So, Natalie is she's this 18-year-old freshman. So she's a freshman at University of Toronto. And she meets this older lady. And she starts kind of having this little, I think it starts out as a friendship, but it turns into kind of like an affair with this older woman. But she doesn't want anybody to know. So she's kind of like hiding this part of her life from her friends and her family. But also, oh, wait a minute. Oh, look, she's got a fake off-campus boyfriend to kind of, so she kind of starts lying to her roommates and stuff. She makes up this fake boyfriend because she don't want nobody to know that she's fooling around with this older lady. Apparently the older lady, the older lady got some secrets of her own, some skeletons in her closet. It says as the secrets multiply and the intensity of the romance threatens to overwhelm her, Natalie realizes that the new adult identity she had imagined for herself is far from the one she's actually coming to know. Oh, so she thought she was gonna grow up, start fooling around with this older lady, and she was like, look, I'm a big girl now. Oh, bless her little heart. She was just trying to fit in. It says she reads advice listicles and watches videos online and thinks about how to fit in, how to really become someone, whoever that might be. So she is just trying to find herself. This girl's on a journey of self-discovery. She's just trying to grow up. It was like, this could probably be like an Oscar movie or something, I don't know. It sounds intriguing. Sounds interesting. And then the last one we have, and this one looks like this is gonna be like action packed. I mean, look at the cover. I mean, you got a baddie on the cover. Homegirl is definitely has a gap behind the back. But she got a revolver. That's old school. She's got a revolver, okay? This is The Pledge by Kathleen Kent. So it says, things are looking up for Detective Betty Rizek. Betty. She settled into a happy marriage and has been promoted to sergeant in the Dallas Police Department. But when a hostage standoff puts her on the phone with legendary cartel leader The Knife, yes, this one's another keeper. But when a hostage standoff puts her on the phone with the legendary cartel leader The Knife, things take a turn. Boy, you know he's bad. His name is The Knife. My dude definitely, he definitely got a body count. The Knife has heard that a rival is making a play for the streets of Dallas. None other than Evangeline Roy. Okay. A matriarch? Okay, girl. The matriarch of a ruthless cult, Evangeline also happens to have a personal vendetta against Betty. Damn, Betty. What you done did to Evangeline? Girl. So who better to draw Evangeline out of hiding? Betty's got 2 weeks to catch her, or else. Or else what? They gonna fire her? Damn, she just got promoted. With Betty's young charge, Mary Grace, already missing, having left her 7-month-old baby behind in Betty's care, and the drug dealers of Dallas donning strange red wigs and delivering cryptic messages, Betty is in for a race for answers. Hold on. So Betty is caught in the middle of a turf war between The Knife and this cult leader, Evangeline. And she also raising a 7-month-old baby. Betty, is you okay? Where's her support system? This is not okay. Betty, well, but I already said that part. As the clock ticks down, it will take everything she's got to finally put an end to Evangeline's reign of terror and to keep her beloved Dallas and her own family safe at last. Girl, why you just worried about ending Evangeline's reign of terror? What about The Knife? Because, I mean, he sounds like a problem too. You're not just going to put this all on Evangeline. See, this is how they do. They always go after the woman. What about the man? He wrong too. I know she's tackling them both, but I guess Evangeline's the bigger issue here. This definitely is like up my alley. This is kind of, this sounds good. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know that I'm keeping all of these, but I for sure know the ones that I definitely want to keep. I think I am, because y'all, I did look out for the next video. The next video will be a book outlet haul. So I think some of these I may end up giving to a, did y'all hear my stomach growl? I'm sorry. I had insomnia last night. I was up all night. I didn't go to bed until like 8 o'clock this morning. And then I only slept for 2 hours because I was like, I don't want to sleep my day away. I need to film. So I've only had coffee. And my stomach just growled. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, I don't think I'm keeping all of these. I think I'm gonna give some of these away to a free little library. So maybe we'll make another video of that. Because I do have a book outlet haul. So, it's a lot of books. And I'm running out of shelf space. And I really need a new bookshelf, which I'm excited about. I'm excited about the need for a new bookshelf. That makes me happy. Yeah. Okay. Before we get out of here, let me show you the mugs I picked up. Y'all, I can't, like, if I'm going in TJ Maxx or Hobby Lobby, I'm leaving with a mug. There's absolutely no way I can go into either one of those stores and not buy mugs. Look at it. It says Hot Girls Love Bookstores. Don't we know? This one says just one more chapter. Well, that's it. That's all that I have for you guys. I hope I've inspired you to go check out your local Dollar Tree. Don't stop at just one. Do not stop at just one. Because clearly the selection varies from location to location. The books that I found at the first location did not see them at the second location, and vice versa. They definitely didn't have the same books. So I am happy with what I found, and $1.25 for a book that's traditionally like $28, you can't beat that. So if you don't have the funds to go to Barnes & Noble, if you don't have the funds to go to Books A Million, or even, to your local indie bookstores, check Dollar Tree. Check your Dollar Tree, because your girl ain't good. Okay, y'all, my battery's about to die. So let me get one last shot before we go. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Battery is dying. Thank you all so much for watching. Have you read any of these? Let me know. What did you pick up the last time you went to the Dollar Tree? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until the next one, friends, bye.